a practicing advocate, and then I also fixed my relationships. I also fixed my fitness, and I got the body of my dreams, and I fixed a lot of things in my life, and I achieved a lot of goals in my life. I got a job in my life without a lot of effort, but also being very strategic. When we play a game, if you know the rules and you play the game, you'll win the game. But if you're playing a game and you don't know the rules of the game, it's inevitable that you're going to lose, right? So what I teach in this channel is how to play the games, the systems that I put in place to win the game. And that's what I'll tell you. Goal achieving is a game, right? There's a way, there are rules you play by, and if you play by them correctly, you achieve your goals. So if you're interested in that, and you're ready for 2024, and you're ready for the next 3 months to make the fourth quarter your best quarter of this year, let's go. So the first tip is, like, I've talked about this tip so many times on this channel, like the overarching thing. If you want to start something, this is how you start. And then I've talked about it so much in a video called Idiot Proof Personal Development. And that is to start small and stay consistent. Like, a lot of the reasons why we don't even get anywhere in our goals is we're trying to bite off the whole elephant and eat it whole. Well, we can't. We don't have that capacity. So chunking it down, eating it one bite at a time, you finish the whole thing, right? One step at a time, and you get to the top of the mountain. But if you're trying to run up the whole mountain without even, getting the muscle mass or getting the fitness to get up there, then it's inevitable that your goal is not going to be achieved. How many of you, right in the comments, have tried to achieve a certain goal, but you put such big steps for yourself that 1 or 2 months, January, February, and you quit? That happened to me a lot until I found out how to start small and stay consistent. My journey to getting to becoming an advocate of the High Court started as small as I will take notes during every lecture. It doesn't have to be good notes, but I will take them with the exam in mind. I'll take the points that I think might come in the exam. That was my first step that I took towards, becoming a lawyer. Another step that I took was to attend all my classes, because I was a serial truant student. In university, I used to skip classes like mad. The first 2 years, I used to skip a lot of classes. But it became my new identity to attend all my classes. So starting small and staying consistent builds the muscle. Before a habit can be improved, it must be established. This is the part that a lot of people miss. They try to become like somebody who goes to the gym and get like a fit body, but they've never even worked out. They've never even stayed consistent with working out 3 times a week, and they think that suddenly they can work out for a whole month and then that will be their lifestyle. It doesn't work that way. So I'll put this into action. Actually, should I tell you guys this? I'm actually planning to film a video about my fitness goals. Currently, I am having the body of my dreams. However, you can be content. On this channel, we always preach contentment and being happy with yourself and being grateful. That doesn't mean you don't grow. The growth mindset says if there's space to improve, do it gracefully. There's always room to grow. Always keep learning, always keep improving. And personally, my next goal is like fitness and like changing my body composition and toning up. So I have a goal, and I'll use these steps, like starting small and staying consistent. Right now I've put I'm working out 3 days a week, which is better than I have. This whole year I've been like on and off. Like 1 month I'm working out seriously, the next month I'm not, like that. But now using these tips, I'll show you how just starting small and staying consistent can absolutely transform your life, right? The second point is another very important point that I don't know why it's so obvious, but we don't get it. It's usually the obvious things. It is don't stop. The first point is start small and stay consistent. It's not stay small. You start small, and then eventually you're gonna increase the difficulty of the habit or of the thing you're doing. So if I start with maybe I work out 3 times a week and I just do cardio and I do a little bit of body weight training, like I do squats and whatever, then my ultimate goal is not to stay there. My ultimate goal is maybe to increase my workout time to like using now weights and increasing my strength gradually until maybe now if I can do 1 push-up by the end of this thing, I want to be able to do like 10 push-ups, right? But this is only when I've already established the habit. It's only like when 1 month in or 2 months in, I already know I work out 3 times a week without fail, and I don't have to think about it anymore. Next thing I do, I increase the difficulty. So it's not start small and stay small. It's just start small, establish the habit, and keep improving on it. And then don't stop. Consistency says don't stop. What made you stop your other habits? Like if you told yourself you're drinking water, ask yourself, what made you stop? I always journal on this. I'm like, why did I stop working out? And the things come up. Sometimes something small, like the time I was working out wasn't conducive. Like personally, right now I found out I work out better in the morning rather than the afternoon or in the evening. Another thing was like in school, yeah? Why did I stop taking notes? Like at some point when I was high school, I used to take very good notes. Why did I stop? One, it was too much. I was carrying too many pens. I was trying to do too much. I was trying to note down everything the lecturer was saying. So when I got my note-taking system, it changed my life. Like how I take notes, like it's like whatever is coming in the exam is what happens in my notes. It's amazing. So once I learned that, I fixed it, right? So that second point is very important. It's very, very, very important. And then the third point, we've talked about it in a whole video. We've talked about this in a whole video, and it's the 3-level process of inner work or identity shifting. Once you've done the first 2, you're gonna meet your ego. You're gonna meet the person who wants you to say the same. You're gonna meet this identity that you have nurtured this whole year, that is, you know, a lazy person who doesn't want to take responsibility, who thinks it's everybody's fault. You're gonna meet this person. So you're gonna have to do the identity shifting process so that you can become a different person who does the things that you want to do, right? And that process, I've laid it out. It's a 3-step process, but I will summarize it for you right now. The first step is the inner layer of the identity shifting process. It is the identity, which is your core beliefs. You're gonna have to figure out your core beliefs and change those that do not serve you, right? Because all beliefs are limiting beliefs. So at some point, you're gonna have to review whether your beliefs are working for you right now. A majority of people are still operating on the beliefs they made when they were 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. Those are the beliefs they are operating on, and that's why they behave like children. Something happens, they throw a tantrum. They've never reevaluated their beliefs. So what you do is you do the 7-step process in my affirmation manifestation journal. And oh my gosh, you guys, we reached 320 subscribers. I do not take that for granted at all. I love all of you guys. I feel like you're my internet best friends. So to welcome all of those of you who've come, I've totally lowered the price of the affirmation manifestation journal. It's like now just like a 1/5 of the price, right? And this is the lowest it'll ever go, by the way, and it's very, very packed. Like it has the journal that you'll do for the 100 days, and isn't that a coincidence? We have the last quarter. We have 100 days to prepare ourselves for becoming the best versions of ourselves and attracting that which we desire in our lives. You can see it works. Look at my transformation plan, my older videos to now. You can see I'm constantly improving and constantly identity shifting to become that person who has that which I desire, right? Like it's just a natural process that happens when you do these steps. And then, so if you're interested in that, I've linked the journal in the description. Like it is like over 70% off, right? It's linked in the description. And it's like a step. It's like action step, showing yourself that you're dedicated, showing yourself that there's no going back. I've put my energy into this. I've put my money into this. I'm not going back. Something happens when you take that step. Like I've personally taken courses. I've paid a lot of money to do my inner work. So once you have that first step where you have reprogrammed your beliefs, there's also the second step. You're also doing this simultaneously, which is setting up systems and processes. Whenever you set a goal, a SMART goal, always set like 1 or 2 or 3 steps you're gonna take with the goal. If I say right now that I want to change my muscle composition, I have already changed my environment to suit that. I announced it to my family. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, I no longer eat gluten or bread products during the week. And they're like, oh, really? It's that time of... So I was like, or I'm asking them for ideas. And Luckily, I am surrounded by loving and supportive family members, and they immediately got the memo. They're like, okay, let's get the foods that we eat now. Let's get the, the protein, let's get the, things done. And then for workouts, I have my dumbbells right in front of me. And, I just changed my environment to make this new identity so much more real to me, right? So much more easier. We've talked about the 4-step process in James Clear's book. So make it easy, make the new habit easy, set the system. So whenever you set a goal, the goals you have for this quarter, you're gonna set the systems for it. And finally, outcomes. Outcomes is like now where the actual goal, like I want this and this and this. You can be like, my goal is to have an increase in muscle mass, yeah? And how will I measure that? I will measure that with like measurement, not necessarily weight, but like my measurements as compared to my weight. There's a way you can calculate it. I know how to do it. So once you have this goal, this outcomes layer is also the layer of accountability and check-ins. A lot of people don't achieve their goals because not only do they just write their goals, they don't even write them down, but even if they do, they don't have a system of accountability and checking the progress of their goals. It's not enough for you to say, I want to do something. You have to like go back, however long time you have to do it, like whether it's every month or every 2 weeks or every week, to see whether you are on course. If we're starting small, that won't be difficult, especially the first. You'll just be like, okay, these are small habits. There's no reason I can't not do them, So that is the system. Do this, and I promise, at least in one area of your life, at least in that one area, you will achieve your goals and you'll finish 2023 with a blast. Okay, you still have time. I still have time. I'm still working on me. I'll never stop working on me. Lifelong learner here. That is one of the core beliefs of this channel, and I hope the same for you. I hope you can be happier, healthier, richer, and have the best relationships you can ever have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll take action. That's a huge step. Take action. See you later. See you next time. Have a great week. Bye.